Hey, what is going on the YouTube? This is Robert, and today I am bringing you a little bit late, evidently, the Supreme, Fall Winter 2023 preview lookbook. And yeah, it is very late because I don't know what's wrong with Supreme, to be honest. I've got no clue, but regardless, we're just going to jump straight into this and go through it. And yeah, there isn't really much else to say, so I will switch over to here and hope for the best with this, because it's gone late, quite late in the end. Yeah, this was meant to come out about 2.5 hours ago, maybe a bit past that now, to be honest, so we're definitely late into the drop, or into the release of it dropping. But yeah, as you can see, obviously everything is here, so at least I can run through it. But I wasn't really expecting to be this late into the day, to be honest, to see a Supreme I guess list be released or lookbook be released, but it is what it is sometimes. I'm just happy that this finally came out, even though it actually came out about 15 minutes ago. I don't know who thinks about releasing something at like 1:40 to 1:43 p.m. That's confusing to me, but yeah, let's just get straight into this. And for some reason zooming out does absolutely nothing. It just changes where the font sits. So that's quite cool. So it seems like I might just have to drop these down and just Control-0 it and just read what it is, because Supreme have decided to change their page and everything. It's going okay, Jolie. It is okay, I suppose. But we're going to go through this in the fastest, streamlined and most efficient way possible, and hopefully I only take about 45 minutes to an hour, because I know some people watch it at like their lunch or on their breaks or whatever in the end. But yeah, I appreciate people who do watch it after the fact, because it is long. But let's go straight through this. So we're going to be kicking off with the star sleeve down puffer jacket. I mean, it's in its name, obviously. At the end of the day, I prefer the more Gucci colorway to it, but yeah, we then have a high-density cotton field jacket that says Hell. I'm guessing instead of Shell, they've changed that, good play on words there, and the same on the back. Maybe if it was at the other side of the back, but that's just me. So yeah. So that is the only unique colorway. Yeah, so there's one unique colorway, one simple colorway. Personally, it's going to be the unique one in the end that I feel people probably like. So yeah. To people who are joining in, thank you for coming so late into the day. Supreme really decided to drop the ball and make this a fun one. But we've got a really nice piece. I always actually really enjoy these ones from Shot. It's a Shearling bomber jacket. Yeah, I've always wanted one of these. There's one on Grailed, to be honest, that I've been after for quite a long duration of time. To be honest, it's been on my list, but it's just that it's a size large, so it wouldn't fit me now. But yeah, I always like these. I always think they're really nice. They're obviously an expensive retail. I like the Supreme on the inside there, but it's just one of those things. Red's a nice tone as well with the black. That works. Black and black's nice. Personally, for me, I'd probably say the central colorway. The red's nice as well, but the central colorway is just what I like. Pins quilted work vest. Okay, so it's going to include all prior Supreme pins. That's a good concept. That's quite a cool concept to have. If you can take them off as well, that'd be even better. Could you imagine that? Probably not. Being Supreme, probably not. But yeah, that's a good concept to go with for something. To make something stand out, make it a bit unique. We then have a featherweight down puffer jacket. Kind of like a standard staple, I'd say, to be honest, at this point. We've got two zips there, though. It's in a bit of a different place. And obviously the Supreme is at the base of the back. But okay. I didn't read the latter part where it's got a trooper and mittens, so it's a full matching thing. So that comes off, and are the mittens inside maybe, so that you can I don't know, maybe they are. That is quite a cool concept for them to have gone with. I really wish that Supreme, no matter how much I zoom or anything, you can't change this perspective. Don't know why, but yeah. And then we've got a different colorway for this one, which is a lion on it. I mean, it's different at the end of the day, so that's quite cool. So we've got a couple of different colorways. It's a different thing to do, so it's quite cool they're doing that. We've then got a spell out embroidered track jacket. I'd probably say like a standard sort of piece, but I do like the fact that simpler is also better in most cases, so for me personally, I'm just glad that it's not that whole, you know when they do that whole, like, it goes up the shoulder and it goes like down your side, it's awful, but I like this a lot more, so it's nice and simple and just clean colourways. I really do like fall winter seasons so much more than other seasons from Supreme, like, well there's only one other, but you know what I mean. We've then got the inside out crew neck. Okay, we've got one of our curveball pieces here to kick off, or to kick into these. Inside out. Have I ever worn a crew neck inside out? I think I have once. It's not comfortable, so... But it sort of gives that look of like it's a bit like broken-ish, like it's been washed and it's started to crack and chip away. There are nice vibrant colourways that stand out, so yeah, I like the green and navy specifically, or teal and navy I guess you could possibly call it, but yeah. Okay, speaking of cracked, we've got the Crackle Zip Up hooded sweatshirt. It kind of looks like you've accidentally dropped it in mud and then picked it up and you've just left it to dry in that way. Here it is. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We've got the Sunrise hoodie coming up next. The artwork is by Andre Thompson. Is that Supreme going down the sleeve there? Is that what that's meant to spell, I presume? I can't tell what that is because the colour's a little bit off. Supreme at the back as well. You've got like the S, close to like the graffiti S that people used to do at school. It's different to have the designs more, not so much spread in like random, more so centered to one side, which is the right side in this case. It's a different thing for them to do, leaving the Supreme on the sleeve to stand out a bit more. We've then got a satin applique hoodie. I was going to say, where's the logo? It's on the back. It's on the back of it. Okay. Ooh, that pink and olive. Very nice tones for that. Definitely the pink. We've got a Neil Blender Mosaic hoodie. It is embroidered. I like that it's embroidered and it's not a tiny graphic. It's different. We then have a faux Shearling Zip Up hoodie. I'm not really a massive zip up person, but I do like that this is almost patchwork-esque, just because of how it is and how it's sectioned, so that's kind of nice. We've then got the collegiate patchwork leather hoodie. Maybe it's just on the applique that it's leather. It's only on the applique. Okay. I was going to say, having a leather hoodie does not seem like the best of choices. We've then got an S logo zip up. Sort of like a standard piece having something to do with a hoodie or anything within that area to have S logo. But yeah, just simple colorways to it. We've then got the crown hoodie. Nice large graphic on it. So yeah. I like things that are like this, to be honest. They're sort of like hitting the criteria of the things that I like, where you've got like text in one area, large like graphic in another. I like things like that. We've then got the small box zip up hoodie with one different colorway yet again, standard sort of piece that we get each season. And then we've got the shop small box hoodie as well. I'm guessing these are going to be specific to the locations. Yeah, locations only available in respective shops, so that's quite cool. Different one to different thing. Palace have been doing it for quite a while now, and Supreme started it quite recently as well, so it's nice that they're going to keep that going. Don't know so much about the small box. You could have just left it as the location or just embroidered the location, but it's just one of those things in the end. Right, next section, we've got the woven leather varsity jacket. Okay, first piece I'm kind of skipping almost. I know someone who has like a bag that's like that, and that's all that I can see looking at that, so it's not so much my favourite piece. We've then got a crushed velvet track jacket. It gives off a different look, almost like woodlandy, like paint-esque in the greener tone. Not so much in the black colourway, but the greener tone definitely, if you see what I mean, it gives off that sort of texture to it. But yeah, obviously it would feel different in real life, so yeah. The next piece we have is an HR Geiger Jackyard Down Puffer jacket. I don't think Supreme have actually had any HR Geiger in a little bit, to be honest. The last thing I remember is here. I don't know when this when it was. It was 2014. So it's been a little bit. It has been a little bit, to be honest. Yeah, it's been a while, so that's quite nice. I've always wanted the skateboard set from that 2014 release and the sticker, but I recently got rid of a lot of my stickers, to be honest. So yeah, that's quite cool that we're getting that back. So yeah, I don't have the preview on the website. So what you want to do is just go to supreme.com/previews. Click on either one, whether that's, you know, spring summer 2023 or fall winter 22. Change the top just to after the previews to a / fall winter 2023. I've been doing it since like 11 o'clock, so the tab's sort of like, or that's sort of set on my computer. Just do that and it will instantly come up. So yeah, a puff jacket anyway, which is nice. HR Geiger Supreme on the back. Yeah, that's quite cool. A mix of some of the prior designs that they've also used, it kind of looks like too. It also kind of reminds me of the skulls pieces that Supreme did, you know, like the glow-in-the-dark skulls that they had on different pieces. It definitely reminds me of that, or is reminiscent of that. I like it for, if that was like a Halloween release, that'd be really good. It's no problem at all. It's not a problem. Yeah, for Halloween that'd be quite good. And another piece, okay. Embroidered also. Nice. Black with white really stands out. Really nice. I like the HR Geiger in a thicker font at the top. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice from Supreme. So those are the first 6 down. Let's move on to the next 6, I suppose. I know that obviously people probably have the pieces that they're looking out for in their mind. Obviously it would be like the tees, the box logos and such, but there are definitely a lot of pieces that along the way that definitely stand out. So we've got a Gore-Tex 700 fill down Parker, a bit of a thicker, warmer piece, and you've got an S there, almost like an S logo. I don't know where it goes. Does it go anywhere, or is it just an S by itself? Oh, it's Supreme going round. Now I see it. I could not see that before. That was almost hidden. Okay, a little bit of a different placement, but to be honest, I'm not that mad about it. I like how it's really hidden in the camo like woodland colourway. That's quite cool, but yeah. I just think of, what do I think of? Kicking and Screaming, Will Ferrell. Wildcat sideline puffer jacket. I wish that logo was just a bit higher, just a tiny bit. Oh well, it is what it is. If you did like a blue tone, like blue different tone, it'd be so good for that. Oh, they're not. Could you imagine an exact like replica of like the Kicking and Screaming? I do like this tan with the white and black colourway though. This is a bit too vibrant for me, but I definitely like this. Also, it doesn't show as much as a like divide, I suppose you could say, with the central colourway. With the other two, you can see like the split off in the colours. But yeah, I think that's quite cool, definitely. Varsity jacket, Tiger Varsity jacket. I like the placement of logos, definitely. That's a pretty perfect spell out for a varsity. Yeah, that's a really nice colourway. Those are pristine. Those are actually really good. A varsity jacket that definitely ticks the boxes, I'd feel, and it says metal pins are included as well. That's really clean, really clean. Right, moving on, we've got a Gore-Tex 700 fill down clip Parker. I'm not so much of a fan of the clip type ones. I'm sure there's a demographic and like a market or like a niche for them. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of them. It's okay at the end of the day. We then have a reversible houndstooth overcoat. I always like the houndstooth colour. I do not like that text on the back though. That is not great at all. In the reversible, that looks a lot better though. Ooh. Yeah, that text is not too legible, but yet again, switching to the black colourway is nice. I wish there was a third one which made the text a little bit more, well, just legible, easier to read, anything. But yeah, reversible's nice, definitely more so in the tan, colourway. Moving on, we've got a plaid wool hooded work jacket. God, I haven't seen like a plaid piece from them that I can remember or recall. in quite a little bit, to be honest. The last piece I actually remember that was plaid that's like vivid in my mind is my brother had a hoodie, probably 2016, 2015 it might have been. But yeah, the pattern is difficult to see on that trench coat for sure. But yeah, my brother had a hoodie that was plaid. I think he actually dyed it as well, but I really like that collection that they had, and these colours are very close to it. Like, these are extremely close. Where's my brother's plaid one? Yeah, these are definitely... they did do plaid for Supreme's Nike collaboration, but the plaid that I'm thinking of is very different. But they're very similar colourways and tones to it. Definitely. I don't know how the inside will feel, but the colourways aren't bad. We then have a piece embroidered work jacket. That's a cool piece. What was the number 4? Oh, Supreme 4 piece. I was going to say, what does the number 4 stand for? It's on me. They bring back, I can't pronounce their name, but I say like Aoi? A-O-I. I always butcher it, but they're bringing them back with more designs. And I appreciate the embroidery, because it's a lot of work for the pieces in the end, instead of just like slapping like a little image on that could be washed off. Embroidery is great, especially since you've got 2 layers of it here. So I wonder what order it would have went in for, like, obviously it's going to be a machine, evidently, but still I wonder what the order is going to be, whether it's going to be graphic and then the text, or how it's going to go about. But yeah, yet again, not too legible on the text side. I don't know why they didn't just do white there, but anyway, week 1 should be this Thursday, yeah, and then week 2 is typically 2 weeks later, so yeah. Next up, we have a faux fur parka. Supreme going around the bottom, almost in a tapered fashion, or like a fixed like trim to it. I like the black colourway. The other colourway stands out a bit more, but the black colourway has an accent with the hood fur to it. So yeah, we have an Ambro cotton ripstop track jacket. Fonts are not legible. They really aren't. They're just not legible. Black and white colourway are nice though. Yeah, just bring back classic Umbro in the end. So yeah, we have a Supreme Black Means painted leather motorcycle jacket. Jeez. That sounds like it's going to be expensive. Made in Japan exclusively for Supreme. How much is one of their jackets, I wonder? Black Means leather motorcycle jacket. Let's take a quick gander. Go onto their website, I suppose. It's the best way to take a look at something to see how much something's worth. Judging by the label, it's a collection label. How much is that? £1,800, that's the equivalent of. My God. Wow. Okay. So it might be extremely expensive, to say the least, because on the website they have different tags, and this is a collection tag on theirs, and the cheapest was like 230,000 yen, going up to like 360,000 yen. So wow, okay. I like the work to it though. Painted's very different as well to have. So yeah, we have a Paisley studded work jacket. I'm writing this one off, I'll be honest. I'm not a studded person. I've said it before. It looks okay, but I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, hello to everyone who's here at the moment. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I hope that you're all doing well today. But yeah, I'm sure someone at some point will hopefully be able to tell me what it says on this sleeve here. I'd appreciate it in the end, because it's very difficult to try and translate things, to try to hopefully like get an understanding of them. But then we also have a studded double knee painter pant to go with it. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the studded. I'm really not. It just doesn't do it for me. It does not. Let's move on to the next 6 anyway. We can carry on. And yeah, for the next piece we have a Gore-Tex Infinium Windstopper leather varsity jacket. It's got World Famous just down here and Windstopper just down on the other sleeve, which you can't see, and you can't zoom out for some apparent reason. You can't zoom out. I can move it across it so it's a bit more central, but yeah, you can't zoom out. It's very peculiar. But yeah, Supreme going across the back as well. that reminds me of the 2017 piece that Supreme released. The what was it? Very puffy, almost material-esque or faux fur-esque. The faux fur like jacket basically that they dropped. That's extremely expensive, but it's a really nice tone. But yeah, I love that massive spell out. It's really nice. That's a nice tone too, but the blue is a really nice colour for it. It really stands out well on it. So, yeah. We then have a Windstopper Zip Up Hoodie. Something different in the hood is that to pull it tighter. But then you've got those two there. I wonder what it's for. I like the blue colourway yet again. I like the little sidearm pocket zip that you've got there too. So, yeah, we've then got the sweatpant to match. Simple tones. And some overalls. Nice, all in the colourways, Standard white with the Supreme, really nice there, and the blue's clean as well. All of them are quite nice, to be honest. Don't know where the, oh, it's on the other side, they've shown the reverse. I was going to say, why does this one look backwards? It's just me. But yeah, that's nice from them. Moving on from that, we have the next one. We have the radial embroidered denim trucker jacket, almost like the rising sun, like going out and spreading out. And linking up to the Supreme in the end. Yeah. I like how it's almost sectioned, but at the same time, I feel like it worked better on the like jacket, doing the large spell out than it does on this. Especially with like the colour blocking that they've gone for with this one over this. I don't know. Yeah, sure, that's no problem at all. So if you just go to here, I have to sign in to use chat. That's cool. But if you just go to here, you can go onto it, and that's your way of getting onto it. Don't know why it says I'm not signed in, even though I'm streaming. But anyway, we've got the loose fit jean as well. Same sort of design going on, but no Supreme this time. It's kind of nice. I feel like it would have worked a bit better if there was something lining up, like almost where this one is. If it lined up to that or something, possibly. Maybe. But I like that it's central on the back and everything. They're okay. It's no problem at all. It's not a problem. We then have the moleskin work jacket. Tab adjusters at the hem, it says as well. Okay, yeah. Nice, simple. Nothing crazy going on. Central pink peach tone. Kind of. It's a bit difficult to put a... I wouldn't say coral, because that's a bit difficult as well to call it that. But it's a nice colour, especially in the double knee painter pant. It's a really nice tone. It's very nice. Yeah, I like that tone, definitely. Oh, a Camacho Carachan sweater, hand knit by the Canadian Sweater Company. See, so the last time they released a sweater, or a higher quality sweater from Supreme, it did quite well after the fact, so maybe just keep that in mind. Now, I don't know if this one is better than the prior, like, limited sweater that they released, but at the same time, it's quite cool. Black comes with green. Yeah, I prefer the cream tone any day. But yeah, definitely nice. Okay, moving on. We've got the blurred logo sweater. Unique. That's a word that I'll probably continuously use for Supreme. But it's definitely a unique one. Hello, Red Fox. How you doing today? It's cool. I prefer it in that colour though, because it's got more like purples and things to it. It's got different tones. That's okay. Almost looks a bit like smoke dropping with the black colourway. I definitely like this one more. This one feels like if you are left-handed writing with a certain pen and you've dragged your hand across, you know, you smeared the ink and it's gone down a bit. That's what that looks like. But that's just me because I'm left-handed, so... That's nice. A silk map cardigan. I wish that it lined up a bit more, but it's a cool concept. That's really nice in pink. Is there anything on the back? Anything on the back? Nothing on the back. Okay. It might have been a little better with it on the back, but I don't know. These are things that we can only ask for after the fact. Different colour that they've used, like acid, sort of yellow tone. Very different. We then have an applique cable knit sweater. Supremes, they're going for the large spell out quite consistently, because I think that's the 4th time that I've seen it. Couple of different colourways, quite nice. Supreme spell out works on either of them in the end. It's not so visible in this colorway, but it works on either of them. American Supreme, I've got my Palace deck right over there, and what, you're going to do American Psycho next? Could you imagine if it's actually like an actual American Psycho collab after I've just got like the Palace stuff, like not too long ago? I like the colorways. It's very different as an overall. It goes back to old like the Red Riding Hood, but also Jeanne d'Arc. Is it? Like Joan of Arc, but Supreme did Jeanne d'Arc. It's that font, isn't it? It's close to that. Yeah, it is. I like that though. I like that. A patchwork cable knit sweater. Okay, that's a little bit too funky for my liking. That colorway is a bit too funky, but I like the left tone. I like the grey tone. I've got a chest stripe sweater. It's okay. I like the navy tone and the grey tone. I'm a sucker for grey, I really am, but the navy with the red really stands out. It's quite nice. I've got the USA Zip Up Hoodie, or hooded sweater. I like that colourway. Purple violet's nice as well. Definitely the black colourway stands out, it's really nice. The SBs behind me are my Atmos quote. They're the elephant like print ones. I've been wearing them quite recently, I just haven't put them away yet. We've got the peeled sweater next. Hand brushed. Stands out a bit more in the brown colourway, the font, definitely. Another HR Geiger piece. We've got a sweater this time. Little bit on the, what is it, almost like Berserk? Yeah, a little bit on the Berserk side, I'd say, to the art piece. But yeah, oh, that's it, it's just by itself, okay. Yeah, very much Berserk, that reminds me of. We've then got the small box polo sweater. I like the cream tone. Black's nice as well, but cream tone's nice. I wish they're all just single colours, because it might look a bit better like that. But that's just me. We've got the blow sweater. Yeah, it does what it says. The small box ribbed sweater as well. I like that blue tone. It's nice. Okay, on to the next tab. We've got the shot leather car coat. Is the only one that you can wear in your car? Like, more cracked pieces. So we've got the crackled denim trucker jacket. I mean, in one way, it depends on how you look at it, the perspective. You could see it as cracking, or you could see it as like something spreading out, almost like if you cracked ice, like stepping on ice and that cracking, you've seen that. Or you could think of it as like vines going. It just depends how you look at it. With this colour, like the blue tone, you could almost think of it as like lightning-esque. So it's just the way that you try and think of it, I suppose. Different interpretations for it. That's the only like positive spin that I'm pretty sure you can put towards it, is that it just depends on how someone perceives it. So we've got the regular jean with the same designs on, or the crackle design on it. So yeah. Okay, some more different or unique pieces. So we've got the Bones hockey jersey. Now, will Supreme actually drop this in time for Halloween? Probably not, realistically. You never know. We might be lucky. We've got a Championships embroidered football jersey. Jerseys in Supreme have been doing quite well as of late. You just have to see how they go down, to be honest. So, hopefully it's received well, and if it is, then yeah. Lots of different colourways that stand out. Definitely the black and yellow is nice, and the red too. Tan with blues is a nice tone, but I think those two at the back stand out a little bit more. We then have the Intarsia short sleeve top, where you can read what it is. Now this is a very old design that Supreme haven't used in a minute, to be honest. I had the opportunity in 2017 to buy the rug that has this on it. I only needed to put £500 in. I didn't. It's a mistake. You just got to live with them. So yeah, but this time it's back with a vengeance on an Intarsia short sleeve top. So yeah, we've also got a Racy Intarsia long sleeve top. Almost cyberpunk looking font style there. Definitely like the blue tone. We then have the glazed athletic short sleeve top. A little bit different, but yeah. Small box long sleeve tee, okay. Kind of the same leopard looking tone that Palace recently had on a hat that went like instantly. So we then have the Deja Vu short sleeve top. I'm sure I've seen this before. I'm sorry. I like the violet tone. I've definitely seen that. Okay. Classic logo is making a comeback, but this time on a short sleeve top, and it's enlarged, or the font is definitely enlarged. I like the heather grey tone. Navy is nice as well, but heather grey is definitely a nice tone. High density small box short sleeve top. Printed logo. Let's move on. We've got a 2-in-1 Gore-Tex Polytech liner jacket. Does it split into different parts then? It does. I wonder how much they charge for that then. What are the estimations, I suppose. I like the pink tone. Pink's really making a comeback. Is that grey inside? Ooh. It's not a bad idea if you really need to keep warm and then you want to take it off when you go inside or something. It's not a bad concept to go with. Black colourway too is really clean. Just like plain and simple tone. Pink and black, I really like in that. I'm not a massive fan of the olive, mainly because of the inside, but yeah, those two are really clean. Are they going to do it with these? No, you couldn't. I was going to say, that'd be ridiculous. Could you imagine how hot that would be to have that lined? It'd be insane. We then have a micro down half zip hooded pullover. What is the design on that? Not a clue. But we've got a couple of different colourways. So a lot of different colourways, 5 to be exact. No idea what the design is, but you know, it is what it is in the end. So yeah. So now we've passed those, we're on to the next 3. So we're halfway through. So let's take a look. We've got a Polytech Shearling reversible pullover. I've got a piece like this from Uniqlo actually in this sort of cream tone. I haven't really worn it, but yeah, I like the whole reversible idea. Black colourway is probably the cleanest to do it with, definitely. It's a deer? You think it's a deer? Okay. I have to take another look then at it. We'll have to double check on that. Like a Bambi type pattern. Okay. It's very difficult to like discern like what it actually is. Yeah, I like more so the black colourway in that. I think it's more just clean and simple. Polytech zip jacket is up next. Black colourway with the red, almost like Ferrari-esque text to it as well. It's really nice. An arc half zip fleece pullover. Ooh. Yeah, I think that'll go down a treat. I don't know so much about the other 2 colourways, but pink will definitely go down a treat. But yeah, that's the inside to the 2-in-1, isn't it? Polytech face mask, half zip, hooded sweatshirt. Okay, that's definitely the colourway that they used for the 2-in-1 Gore-Tex though. Nice tones though, but that's definitely what they did use. Yeah, okay. Onto the hoodies, I suppose, which we're probably going to see a couple of different ones, hopefully. We've got the Varsity hoodie, so I'm guessing it's just the font. The Muta Zip Up Hoodie. Does that say Great Muta? It does say Great Muta. My mind is gone. Oh, they are on about the wrestler. I was going to say, that was not the clearest thing. Okay. Because the only thing that I'd know is that the face, like, colour design, is similar to Sting. So that's all I really know. Great Muta at first, or Muta, did not make sense because that is not the most legible, I'm going to be honest, but yeah. Here is the piece that people have been looking forward to though, the box logo hoodie. Obviously making a comeback, like what's it been? More than 2 decades since this colourway, probably nearly 25 years actually, or over that, since this specific colourway was released, being the camo. Obviously it says 2023 or Fall Winter 23 at the top. I don't really know why Supreme are doing that consistently, but it's just one of those things. Colorways are a little bit different to what the expectations were. A little bit. They're a bit duller, like not so much saturation as what was posted. That back colorway will actually be quite clean, but grey. Mint's nice. I couldn't call that an olive tone. I'd more so, that's like a light brown at a push, maybe a light tan. But yeah, definitely the grey colorway is the one that my eyes would be on when I'm going for that drop. So I'm sure a lot of other people will as well. So we've got the brushed Zip Up Hoodie. Typically that drop will be like week 16 to like week 18-ish, give or take. So just look out for December time, basically. But yeah, brushed Zip Up Hoodie is next, which is okay. Catwoman Hoodie. Really? How long's that been? Since the I've seen that before. The tee is fairly old. What year was that? 2013. My god. Supreme are really pulling out all the stops this season. So we've already had HR Geiger, who was the last time they had a collaboration with, I believe it was 2014. Now I've got the Catwoman piece, which is from 2013. Pulling out the classics, I suppose, would be the way to put it. It's cool. We've got the sleeve arc hoodie. Back to not so much my favourite. Probably say grey and purple-ish tone, or like the washed navy, I suppose. We then have the New York City crew neck. Is it specific to each region, or is it just the same? It's the same. Okay. I was wondering, because they've already done that on a hoodie or a piece, I was wondering if they're going to do the same for a crew neck. They're not. We've got the big logo Jacquard hooded sweater. Okay. Very different. Ooh, that all purple's nice. And if you couldn't tell, it definitely says Supreme on the back, you know. But yeah, that's quite nice. We've got the small box draw cord hoodie. Draw cord. Yeah. Got the snow camo as well. One of my favourite box logo hoodies too. Never picked one up. Could never get one in the end. But yeah, we've got the washed panther hoodie. A little bit different. I just prefer the central colourway. Those two are not it. We've got the cargo pocket zip up sweatshirt. Very simple. I like the grey colourway. The raised script hoodie, so it's just like raised above. Yeah. I presume that's what they're on about. And we've got the small box crew neck to finish. So obviously the highlight's going to be the box logo hoodie, evidently. It's just what people look out for, so yeah. We've then got the leather collar utility jacket. Yeah, quite simple. I like flowers like that. The aesthetic to it. I always like pieces that have flowers included on them, so I'm a sucker for them. I'm not so much there for the, you know, like reflection that they're going for, or like the mirror's edge almost, but it kind of looks like a peacock's feather. You could almost kind of relate it to, but yeah. We've then got the needlepoint hoodie or hooded jacket. I like how that looks, because the way they've embroidered it with needlepoint, it looks like it's almost on like a sweater. So yeah, that's a cool little concept to go with. Yeah, it's quite nice. Right. Yeah, I like that they've brought back HR Geiger, or not only HR Geiger, but also Catwoman so far. So hopefully there are a couple more surprises of like old pieces. But we've also had a WWE wrestler, or a wrestler, professional wrestler piece. So yeah, we've got a fleece zip-up hooded sweatshirt, not sweatshirt, just a shirt. Yeah, leopard kind of print. I'd probably say black colourway is best, because that kind of looks like mould on that colourway. I'm not going to lie. We've got the short sleeve shirt, which is just by itself. The graphics are the exact same on the back, so yeah, it's quite a simple and nice piece. I do like that instead of shell they've just called it hell, but yeah. We've then got the plaid flannel shirt, sort of like a staple that we get, a couple of different colourways. I like the black and grey. Yeah, we'll get to them. We'll get to the dunks. We've got the, I hope we'll get to the dunks. We've got the thermal sleeve work shirt. I like the patch. Colourways are quite nice too. Handwriting Jacquard denim shirt. Okay. What does it say? It's just Supreme. Or Supreme 94. 94, yeah. Supreme 94 all the way over. Yeah, it's okay. Striped flannel zip up shirt. Not my favourite, not gonna lie. There may be like 2 or 3 pieces where I'm like, that's gonna be one of them as well. Got the loose fit Oxford shirt, staple. Jeez, okay. You can match it with those dunks though, that are like that, but jeez. Plaid corduroy half zip up short sleeve shirt. Another one that I'm like, Polytech shirt, okay. Hitting a couple of the pieces where I'm not my favourite. A hooded plaid knit shirt. It's not terrible. I kind of like the front colourway. Let's carry on going. We've got the rose rugby shirt or jersey. I don't really know what Supreme like called them in the end. A little bit different. Quite all over the place, but yeah. Not really. If it wasn't so completely all over the place with how they've gone for the design, maybe. If this was more of just a standard section for the black, or like it mimicked this side, I don't know. Maybe seeing them in person changed the sort of opinion, but we've got the piping zip up polo. Just a simple piece. Collegiate short sleeve top. Is that the second one? I think they've done that on a hoodie. So yeah, that's going to be the second one for this season. It's okay. We've got the Mitchell and Ness Wool baseball jersey. It's actually quite nice. Just simple, easy. We've got the Digi short sleeve top. Remind me of Digimon, god. It's an embroidered logo, so it's a bit of effort. I like the colour to that. Nature-ish looking tones, but yeah, they're okay. We've got the thermal long sleeve polo. I like just the like cream-ish colourway. The elf short sleeve top. Okay, yeah, it's different. It's a different design. So I've got the split short sleeve top. I mean, you could kind of say it's a Gucci tone, but we used to say that like for so many pieces in the past. I don't know if we can get away with that for this. I like the blue and the navy though. Obviously black colourway, can't really split it too much, but yeah. We then have the banner short sleeve top. Yeah, it's just a different design. We've got the mock neck long sleeve top. Okay. And we finish on the small box tee for this tab. I like that colourway. And the bright baby blue tone. Okay, are these all of the jeans? Let's see. We've got the distressed loose fit selvage jean. Yeah. A couple of different colourways, or 2 specifically. I don't know if distressed is in or not. I've got no idea. Not a clue. We've then got the HR Geiger double knee jean. Leather double knee painter pad. It's not for me. Alpha Industries cotton twill flight pant. Do flight pants typically go all the way up? I haven't got a clue. No idea. We've got the snap off baggy jean. Yeah, it would definitely be something that they would release, 100%. How far does that go up? Is it low or is it high? I don't know. Needle punch, regular jean. So they've done needle point, now they do needle punch for the jean. Yeah. I don't know about that. Regular jean. It's like aliens are just glowing this one up. Baggy jean. Standard. Rigid baggy selvage jean. I've never heard of a selvage jean before. I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't exactly look at jeans that often. But it's a type that I don't really see that often with Supreme. Then got the cargo pants. Chino pant. And the work pant. And those are going to cover the jeans and pants in the end. So now we're moving on to some different sections which will then lead into the tees and a couple of the other pieces. But yeah, we're going to kick off with the walkie-talkie short sleeve top. It's okay. It's very different. Mitchell and Ness again. We've got the Downtown Hell baseball jersey this time. It's quite cool. So 2 baseball jerseys this season, 2 very different designs as well. So that's cool. Short sleeve pocket tee is up next. Standard, like, staple piece. HR Geiger again for the raglan long sleeve top. So they're bringing back sort of the same, kind of the same type as they did with the last HR Geiger pieces, as far as I can tell. So if there's a tee and then a deck collection, then that sort of matches up with what they did in 2014. So yeah. Hoodied soccer jersey. Never seen that before from them. It might be quite cool. You never know. Black colourway and the white colourway I do like. We've got the overprint knockout short sleeve top. Yeah. Hit and miss. The Bumblebee long sleeve football top. Yeah, I was going to say you have to do a yellow tone if you're doing Bumblebee. That's nice, and so is the green. Pink with the brown's okay, but I think those latter 2 are the better tones. Old English short sleeve top. Oof. Grid Jackyard short sleeve top. No. No. We've got the collar long sleeve top with Supreme going around it. Yeah, I like the olive. Dyed stripe short sleeve top. It's okay. I more so prefer the blue and the grey. And we've got the washed script short sleeve top. Perfect for me. Colour is okay. Yeah, again, quite washed out tones. Definitely this red is a nice one, and obviously grey. Moving on, we've got a logo piping hooded track jacket. Supreme going all the way up and along, I presume. Yeah. Yeah, very light tones they've got this like season, it seems, with a lot of things. They're not as bright and vivid. They're a bit like lighter. Not as much saturation to them. I prefer this colourway though, even with it being a bit lighter. We've got the New York City coach's jacket, or NYC coach's jacket. Is there a grey tone? There isn't. Still a nice piece. There's still a coach's jacket in the past that I still want, but I don't think I'll be getting it anytime soon. So, but I like the green. It's nice, and obviously the black, but mainly the green colourway. Then got the hooded warm-up pullover. Yeah, nice tones. More so the front colourway I like, but yeah. Onto some of the 6 panels. We've got the hand style 6 panel to kick off, followed by the back arc 6 panel. I mean, I guess if you wear them the other way, then yeah. Warm up 6 panel. I like the purple tone. The jagged visor 6 panel. Yeah. Washed flannel 6 panel. Nice and simple with the classic Supreme font. Not going to try and pronounce their name, but it's a spell out 5 panel. It's okay. I like the blue. Enamel logo 6 panel. Not for me. Pigment print S logo 6 panel. I like the left 2 tones and the brown tone. Yeah. Got the Gore-Tex ear flap cap. Always reminds me of Chevy Chase. Just the brother in that. Black colourway and pink are nice. Obviously, yeah, it's yet again matching the Gore-Tex 2-in-1 practically. So if you want to like triple up on things, you can do. Got the resistant 6 panel. The text is very small. I've got the Neil Blender Arrow 6 panel. I like the green and the black colourway. They're nice. All of the tones are actually nice, but specifically these 2. We've then got the Polytech Small Box 6 panel. Yeah. Got the Camacho Mesh Back 5 panel. I wonder how much a Camacho is nowadays from Supreme. Like how much is a Camacho from Supreme? Because I remember trying to pick one up a while ago and people just don't budge on their prices. But it's been a while since we had a Camacho too, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know about the mesh back, but I do like the sweater that they're releasing with it on. We've then got a Corduroy S logo 6 panel. I like the pink and the blue. We've got the mesh back 5 panel. Try and say that 5 times faster. We've then got the pin-up mesh back 5 panel. I like the blue and the green. The worldwide box logo New Era. And it shows where they've got stores, I presume. Is it? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it is. We've got the Hebrew New Era. Nice. Got the Jesus Peace logo. Oh, okay. It's him on a chain. Okay. That's a different one. But yeah. I'm doing okay, Tommy. I hope that you're doing good. Championships box logo. Okay. The Pins Crusher. See, now I wonder if they charge more because of the fact that it's got the pins on it or not, or whether or not the pins can or cannot come off. That is the difference. Because if they can come off, that's an insane amount that you could add to your collection, especially this pin here. Some of these as well. Like, if they can come off, that's pretty amazing for people's collections. If they can't, it's a little bit difficult. That says D's nuts as well. We've got the military boonie. Simple tones to it. Velvet Paisley boonie. Yeah. Got the punch denim crusher. We end off this section on the filled cordura crusher. It's okay. Oof. Short sleeve leather work shirt. Yeah, not for me. The lined flannel snap shirt. Do you wear this over the top, I presume then? Because I don't think you'd want to wear that, like, specifically against you. American Psycho work shirt. I'm still wondering if it's going to be what I'm expecting or not. We've got the loose fit striped shirt. Tartan flannel hooded shirt. I like the central and the back tone. Walkie-talkie shirt. If they're dropping a walkie-talkie, it would make sense, but small box shirt, just a standard sort of piece. Woven plaid shirt. Not really my type, but I might be able to see why people would like it. We've got the flannel shirt, and then the houndstooth plaid flannel shirt. Probably the black colourway I like. Okay, skate pant. We've got a corduroy skate pant to kick off. Got a cinch pant. Logo piping to match the other track piece. Yeah, warm-up pant with Supreme at the base where the zip is. Don't know how that'll fare with if you constantly zip it up, down, what that would do to it in the end. Different colourway there for it as well. So the micro down pant, so you said it was like Bambi. I can kind of see what you mean with the colour of the spots that are on Deers, that would then make sense. Hopefully we get a full concept soon, because I'm trying to tell what's what, and it's very difficult. But yeah, there they are. So we've got the satin applique sweat pant. I like the pink colourway. Got the sunrise sweat pant. Not so spread out or like heavy to one side as the other piece with the designs on, but still, it's the same sort of concept. I like the black colourway to it. We've then got the raised script sweat pant. Yeah, it's a deer print. Have to see when someone has it like in hand, if they can like, you know. Small box draw cord sweat pant to match the other small box piece. We've got the soccer short. I like the black colourway in those. We've got the crackle sweat short as well. Different colourways to the other pieces. Small box sweat short. Don't know why you'd be releasing a lot of short sort of pieces in full winter, but I mean, I'm sure a lot of people still buy them. Right, we're on to the tees now. God, it's had very much hit and miss, because I know there are people saying they wanted like Chief Keef and other people wanting others, and we've got an NBA Youngboy tee for this season now. I saw people on Facebook, like OGs you'd call them, not happy at all. I saw other people quite happy. Personally, I'm not too bothered, because it's just a tee at the end of the day. It's not going to define the whole season, and it is what it is. I don't really listen to them, so it's not really something that bothers me that much. We've got the Downtown tee. Another artwork by Andre Thompson as well. It's cool that it's front and back. Skeleton tee, one of my favourites, A Nightmare Before Christmas. I've got my things just up there, like just where my hand is, you can see that. And then if I turn, there he is, there's Jack. Wait, I'm moving, there's Jack, no, there's Jack. There. So yeah, I'm a big fan, basically. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not going to ruin your whole season. Just, it's a tee. If people want it, they want it. If you don't have to buy it. That's the great thing about it going up as a drop. You don't have to buy it. We've got a warm-up tee next. We've then got the stencil tee following that. Okay, we've got the freaking out tee. I was really freaking out for a while. I wish that if it was a reference that I got it, but I don't know. We've got the Gotham tee. That's quite cool. They haven't done something like that in a little bit as well, where it's like text with a graphic and it's just strictly to that imagery or to that graphic. Got the worship tee. Reminiscent of, what was it, is it 2021 or so? We had the pieces, I'm trying to think of the name, but we definitely had designs that are similar to this, of like the church glass or stained glass look. But those are all the tees. So I like the Gotham tee, obviously skeleton tee. That one's cool because it's front and back. I'd like to see how the other colourways look. The Young Boy one's fine as well, the NBA Young Boy. So yeah, doesn't really bother me. So we're on to the final section now, where we then get into the accessories and the other pieces, and then we can close out. So we've got a velvet suit to kick off. Not my favourite. And black colourway too. I'm trying to think what people wear velvet suits to. Or suit. Can't think of it. But I'm sure there'll be people who want it. I still just want my Comme des Garçons suit back. Bought it, I had it. It's just like, returned it, regret it. It's just one of those things. So yeah, we're on to the beanies. We've got a hand-tied beanie. God bless whoever spent all the time doing that. We've then got a stripe cashmere beanie. A little bit of a different design for cashmere beanies. They more so go like single colourways, but, or if you know what I mean, like one specific. We've got the dragon beanie. It's quite cool. Eagle beanie. Yeah, it's also quite cool, the embroidery to it. We've got the New Era Passam. I'm sure it's just Psalm or Passam. There's a specific way that you have to pronounce it, but yeah, it's a psalm. Yeah, I hate pronunciations for things when I haven't said them in a while and I mess up on them. But anyway, they're going to be releasing that. We've got the box logo beanie, obviously going to be in the same colourways. That grey is a little bit different. I think that blue's quite nice. Black colourway typically always just does well, but yeah, I mean grey's a nice tone. I don't really have that many grey beanies, so it might get me. We've then got the vertical logo beanie as well, which is okay. The mohair beanie, sort of a standard. The chenille beanie, also kind of a standard we've been getting. The S logo beanie, we don't actually have that many S logo pieces this season, which I'm quite happy about. You know, not having a ton of them is actually quite a good thing. That they've limited it to like 4 pieces basically is great. We've got the Umbro beanie as well. Loose stripe beanie. Yeah, we've got the slant beanie, understandably. The classic logo chunky ribbed beanie. They're quite heavy and difficult to stretch as well, but yeah. We've got the 18-wheeler beanie, followed by the piece embroidered beanie. Yeah, hopefully all of us can get like a hoodie and beanie. Like me with my, what was it, wine one. I got the beanie, and then the hoodie gets cancelled. Difficult. Then got the loose gorge beanie, sort of dotted polka dot colourway there. We've got the God beanie, got the twist beanie, ear flap beanie. I've still got an ear flap beanie that I actually quite like, but this is a bit shorter, so you can turn it up and it's a bit easier than having the long strands. Got the newer era varsity beanie, Polytech beanie. They're really using this colourway a lot this season, this different like woodland camo tone that they've got going. Big logo beanie, typically always go down well. We've got 2 plaid tones. I'm sure they've released a couple of colourways very similar to these before, but maybe that's me. Sherpa logo beanie. I don't think they do Sherpa beanies often, if at all. We've got the featherweight down trooper as well, and the gloves that match into the other piece. I still don't know whether or not they come with that jacket or not. Wasn't really spelled out for us, but yeah. We've got the Shearling trooper or Shearling trooper. I like the blue and the black colourway. New era repeat balaclava. It's okay. Reflective balaclava. I wonder how bright that's going to look when someone takes a photo. Got the Polytech zip balaclava. Yeah, I've already got balaclavas. I don't need more. I've already got a neck. Do I? I don't think I've got a neck gaiter actually, but we've got windstop and neck gaiter this time. Face mask. I might actually pick one up to use because I recently sold my Arabic face mask. I just wasn't going to. Like, it's just sat around, to be honest. So, yeah, this might get me. Right, we're on to the camp caps. We've got the Arabic logo camp cap. I like the purple and olive colourway. Velvet Paisley camp cap, sort of as the crusher. We've got the distressed Ripstop camp cap. Okay. Mesh pocket camp cap. Leopard corduroy camp cap. I like the blue colourway. Windstopper ear flap camp cap. It's okay. HR Geiger camp cap. Cool. Gloss Ripstop camp cap. Not my favourite. Looks like a carrier bag, but you know. We've got the Visor logo camp cap. It's okay. Got the Punch denim camp cap. Colourways are fine. Military camp cap. Stable like piece that we just get. Staple piece. And it is quite stable. Like they just release them consistently. Micro quilted camp cap. I like the blue tone. Houndstooth wool camp cap. It's quite nice. Snap pocket camp cap. Not my favourite. Polytech Shearling reversible camp cap. How's it reversed? Like what's the... Have to wait and see. We've got a two-tone camp cap next. Followed by a corduroy camp cap. A waxed cotton camp cap. And a wash chino twill camp cap. Now I believe we're on to the accessories. The point that I think most people are looking forward to at most seasons. So we start off with a Technics SL 1200 MK7 turntable. It's quite cool. It's probably going to have a hefty price point realistically. So they are bringing that back as well as the other one, but they have a neon sign. How much do we think a neon sign is going to cost? It would be so cool to have that up. Could you imagine? 500 at a minimum? Neon signs aren't cheap. So I wonder what. I'd throw out like 500 because then you're a safe... That's a safe guessing amount. Because it's not like I'm going too low, like a really low amount. It's not like I'm going into like the thousands. That would be cool. A wind mode dartboard set. That'll probably do quite well afterwards. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Sold as a set too. Cabinet included. Might be a little bit more expensive because I know that Palace are typically was it like 98 or so, or like 128 maybe, or less than that, like 68 to 98. But then afterwards they do a lot better. But since it comes with the cabinet, I feel like that might stack up a bit more with Supreme, and you might be looking at like close to like 200. Just have to see. We've then got a Maxell cassette tape. I'm sure most people won't even know what a cassette tape is nowadays, will they? Like, I do, but I've got some, but yeah. It's cool that they're doing that. It's quite cool. A Villeroy and Bosch La Boule 7-piece dinner set. 7-piece porcelain dinner set with stackable construction includes 1 round serving platter, 2 flat bowls, 2 bowls, and 2 dinner plates. That just sounds expensive. Shall we see how much one is? And Bosch La Boule 7-piece dinner set. £200 at a minimum, reduced on a price drop on one of them to 230 from 290. A more expensive one, if it's porcelain, is in Selfridges for £500 at the moment. So 250 to 500 at a minimum. Still got my Walkman to play some Supreme tapes. That's cool. I really wish I had a Walkman. I've tried to pick one up a few times, but I've just never gone through with it in the end. Mainly because of like Guardians of the Galaxy, which really, you know, it's quite nerdy and sad to say, isn't it? But it is. It'd just be cool. But anyway. So 230 to £500 average for this. A Miyabi Birchwood Santoku knife. How much? £400. Yeah, 270 to £400. So probably a lot more than that, possibly. Handmade, obviously, in Japan. So for those who are like not hypebeasts, but people into Supreme who are also chefs, I'm sure they'd probably be looking to pick this up, because I know the name and it's out of my budget for something like that. Yeah. Cool. Latin percussion conga drum. I mean, these are all really cool accessories, but they all just seem like they're going to be so expensive, realistically. We've then got some Rotary Hero sticker bricks, a stool side table. Oh, are they actually selling... Wait, it's a side table that is made out of sticker bricks. That's... I mean, that's a different concept, I suppose. Polyresin stool side table that is meant to mimic and look like 100 sticker bricks, obviously. Because that's what you call a brick, if people didn't know. 100 stickers, Supreme stickers, is called a brick. So I only ever got up to like 170 or so stickers in my time buying like loads of Supreme. They're all gone now, but yeah. We've then got the Mac Tools utility cart, quite cool. So we're onto the decks. That's the city scene. That's the what's it called? God, my mind's gone blank. I'd recognise that instantly. Isn't that the... Where is it? Oh, yeah, there. It is the street scene. Yeah. That is the street scene. I was going to say. Huh. So they're bringing it back for snowboarding this time. I always wanted the street scene deck as well, or set. But could never get them, you know. So it's just one of those things in the end. I mean, I've cleared out basically all my decks by this point, so... Okay, we've got the Harman Kardon sound sticks. It just seems expensive. It just does. That's cool. We've got Rawlings Revix? Or Rev 1X, obviously. Aerial baseball glove and aerial baseball. That's cool. If you don't recall the aerial sort of scene or imagery, Supreme released it on like a jacket. So, yeah. And on a deck as well, I believe. So yeah. They're sold separately though, it says. It's quite cool. Well, speaking of something close to that. Speaking of like almost Walkman-esque, I suppose. We've got the Costa Porta Pro headphones. It's quite cool. What else, realistically? We've got the Spalding mini basketball hoop. Yeah, I've got stuff on my door, so I couldn't get away with that. It's just anything else. You're going to drop a car next. Like... Not what I expected to see as an accessory. We've got the 4D model human skull. With Supreme grills. As you do, you know. We've got the box logo lamp. That's quite cool. Very unique lamps. We've got the cargo container electric fan. That's cool. I mean, it's not even the most massive. It's just like almost like a desk fan, I suppose. Another Mac Tools piece. This time we've got the tote tray. We've then got the Helinox tactical field stool. It's quite cool. Sold as a set of 2. Okay, I was going to say, if they're sold separately, that would really screw some people over. Tupperware. Okay, we've got some Pyrex bowls. That's cool. I mean, we could all deal with that at some point. I've already got some. Not those specifically, but yeah. We've got a Zoni glitter bowl. Okay. Another piece made in Japan, obviously. I like the glittery aspect of it, actually. Some more chopsticks. Okay. Another chopstick set from them. More refined look to them this time. A Pentel Presto correction pen. Really? Okay. I mean, if I was still in primary school, I'd be over the moon, like, with it. But, you know, it's still a cool thing to see. A Matador waterproof pill case. That's quite cool. And you just go, hopefully it's got 7 to it, so they could just go like Monday through or Sunday through. That'd be quite cool. Silicone seals. A prayer candle. That's cool. Sean Cliver graphic. Oh, so that's who the graphic was by, Sean Cliver. They didn't actually put it on the piece, so that's cool. This was the piece from last season, the Soto pocket torch, which was meant to release, it didn't, so clearly it's been pushed forward to this season. So hopefully it does actually release. We've then got some bicycle holographic slice cards. Okay. Different playing cards in the end. Holographic too. We've then got a James Bond cash. Okay, so for toothpicks. I mean, only 8 toothpicks, but still. I mean, people are probably going to store other things in there, realistically. We've then got the blurred logo blanket. A mini towel set. Okay, with different cities for the stores on it. That's quite cool. Bravo bell. Guadalupe leather keychain. That's quite nice. Floating keychain. Sort of like the North Face one. We're getting that back. A screw pin. Okay. Okay, sure. Camacho pin. That's cool. Will they release before Halloween? The Haynes Bones Thermal Crew. Who knows? Who knows? No idea. We've then got the Hell Skateboard. HR Geiger. Skeleton Skateboard. Neil Blender Mosaic Skateboard. Cheetah piece as well. Blurred logo, which blurs all over, which is quite nice. We've got the Gotham one. No HR Geiger. Maybe nearer the time. Yeah, I'll obviously sign up for Supreme for the Dunk Week, evidently, and then just see how it goes in the end. That's okay. Accessories are fine, I think. Oh my god, so many backpacks. Right, backpack. Backpack. I like the different design and different Supreme to it. Especially this one. I like the different colour blocking to it. But yeah. Nice. 3M reflective. Almost like the neon sign. Got the duffel bag. See, it makes me want that duffel bag, but no. Got the tote bag. 2 different handles to it this time, which is quite nice. 3M as well. Okay. So we've got the waist bag, which is going to be the same. 3M. Yeah. Okay. Got the shoulder bag, which 3M. We've got the small cinch pouch, which, you know, if you guessed it, 3M. We've got the large leather duffel bag, which is definitely large because it's 65 litre. We've then got the 42 litre, which is just going to be the leather duffel bag. Probably a little bit expensive. And then that's the 2 of them together. Got the leather backpack, which is okay. The leather waist bag, it's fine as well. Shoulder bag, yeah. I like that it's got the thicker like strap to it. It's not that thin, you know, one. And we've got the Air Force One. Obviously the 3 colorways, but this time we're getting the brown colorway variation. So yeah, that is going to cover everything, and we can now click View Now and scroll through it, I suppose. So yeah, I feel positive about this. I feel positive about this season. There are definitely a couple of pieces that I do like and that stand out for sure. Personally, if I was going for personals, I don't know. It depends what drops week 1, to be honest. Because obviously you typically get 65 to about 78, maybe even 82 pieces. But it's very difficult for me to say what I'd actually want from week 1. There is a lot. But obviously we get the drop list quite soon. Typically it might even be today. It comes out all early tomorrow. So we can go through that and yeah, just see see what I'm feeling. But yeah, there's a lot. I don't know why the socks didn't come up, but they're the socks as well. Very simple and short. And then obviously we have the same of the truck and the wheels, but yeah. Accessories are quite unique and cool this time, quite expensive as well, a little bit weird with the skull. Hats and beanies I think are perfectly fine. The main highlight's probably going to be to like the jerseys and the jackets and pieces like that, like pieces like this zip fleece pullover. Things like that will probably grab people's attention, to be honest. But yeah, so that is going to cover it from me. Obviously let me know what your favourite piece was, or what you enjoyed the most out of all of these. And yeah, I'm just gonna, that is really loud, jeez. And yeah, I am just going to play this so that we can go into like the outro, I suppose. But yeah, that's basically everything. I mean, I'm looking forward to the season. I think that it's a lot stronger from the lookbook by itself than spring summer. It's definitely a lot stronger, and hopefully the collaborations are good as well. If there is something like, because I still can't tell if this is actually American Psycho or whether it's just their take on it so that they don't have to do a collaboration, because Palace only recently had one. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see if they actually release like a deck or something alongside that. And obviously the same for H.R. Geiger. I hope there's a deck and a couple of pieces like that. But yeah, that is basically that's basically everything. There are definitely a couple of pieces that stand out that I think are just quite cool in the end. And yeah, obviously let me know all your thoughts and opinions, just whatever you think, whether this is after the fact and you're watching this as a video, or you're just commenting in general, or now basically live. But yeah, it's cool they're bringing back the street scene, especially as a snowboard. Don't really see Supreme do that, so yeah. But that is basically gonna cover it from me. So I can't believe this was as late as it was, but yeah, thank you everyone for coming in, sticking around for the whole thing. I appreciate it. And yeah, there isn't really much else to say, so let's get into a good season, hopefully, or get into, yeah, hopefully it's a good season. But yeah, there isn't really much else for me to say, so I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Now I've got to try and sort this out for the outro, but yeah, I'll see you all next time. And yeah, peace.